أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Our topic for today is horophonics. Horophonics. You might be wondering what phonics again in horof. What brought about phonics? Yes, phonics we know is an English word which generally means pronouncing each letter of any alphabet from where it should be pronounced from. Some are pronounced from the tip, joining the tongue and the teeth, like your tha. Now some are pronounced from the inner part of your throat, like your o, ko, ho. So those are what we mean by phonics. Now we're going to be considering some few letters, about 4 letters. Now these 4 letters are we're starting. These letters you're seeing are just 4. The upper ones are the big letters, while the lower ones, the second line, is the small letters of the first line. Now we're going to be starting from right to left. Right to left, as we all know that Arabic alphabet all start from right to left. Now the first letter there by your right on the first line is pronounced kha. Some of you might say, they want us to start vomiting just to pronounce letter. No, you don't vomit. Once your throat gets used to it, you find it very easy. It's just a matter of getting determined to do it the right way and pronouncing it. That is just exactly how it is pronounced. Kha, 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 kha. Now the second letter on that first line from the right is ha, 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 ha. Now the first letter there says kha, khalaqa, khayrun, khalaqa, khayr. Now the second letter is found in Ar-Rahman Rahim, Ar-Rahman Rahim, Ar-Rah, Ar-Rahman. Now the third letter there says qa, 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 khala, qa, qa. Now the fourth letter says ka, ka. Now there is serious difference between qa and ka. The qa is from the inner part of your throat, while the ka is from the middle part of your upper jaw and the middle part of your tongue joined together. You have ka, 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 not kas. The way some of us pronounce it is very wrong. The middle part of your tongue and the middle part of your upper jaw. Ka, ka. Then the qa is from the inner part of your throat. Qa, qa. Now the first letter in the second line, starting from the right, is actually the small letter of the fourth letter on the first line, while the second letter too, as you see, is the same. It's supposed to have alif mada. After that curve, I'm supposed to draw the line up to show qa, qa, ka, ka, kha. The third letter in the second line is actually the small letter of the first letter on the first line. The third letter on the third line is actually the small letter of the first letter on the first line, which is khol, khol. That thing is attached to it is lam, which is khol, khol, khola, khola, ko, khola. Then the last letter is the second line is actually a small one of the second letter on the first line, which is alhamdu, alhamdu, lillahi rabbil alamin, ar-rahmanir rahim, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Please apply it. If you keep being intentional in applying all of this, and you're looking at what you're reciting and practicing it, it will go a long way to help us. Now let's take Surah An-Nas for this. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين. No, I said Surah An-Nas. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس. Listen again. من شر الوسواس الخناس خناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق. You see the ق coming out. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. Now let me bust your bubble to give you a tip, an example of what I mean. Just missing a letter or mixing a letter can change the entire meaning of a word in Arabic. That's how bad it is. For instance, if you say khayro, khayro, it actually means goodness. Now, if you say hayro, hayro, it means entirely different thing, which is the entire opposite, which means bad. So please and please, let's take note of it and be careful with our pronunciation. Please, these few letters we have learned, let's practice it often. Let's take note of them while we are reciting. And please try and recite your Quran, even if it is just from the Surah to Nas to and Falak every day, and recite it well. That is where our prayer gets answered. But if you keep reciting and probably cursing ourselves without knowing, it might so for instance, if you don't know, yes, it might not count against you or count as a cause against you, because Allah says He will forgive what we don't know. But now that you know, mind you, if you don't practice it, if you curse yourself, it will definitely follow you, because once you change it, it serves as a cause for you. You might end up cursing yourself instead of reciting the good ayahs of the Quran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Have a nice day.